Josh McCartney ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They're sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
A short throw to Ingram. Into space at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. A play fake, and now it's Dart. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback for his passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
This is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 31 yards. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there and try to keep it from getting to 14-0.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the Lions' 19-yard line.
From the gun, Dart throws right back to London, complete again. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play fake, and here's Dart. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Drake London from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they find they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete.
The completions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now O'Connell. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 22. Pushing his way through. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. On play action, here's Dart. And he's got it. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Falcon a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Brown taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
5 yards to go.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They brought him in off the corner. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Three scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
13 yards, the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down. Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll throw again. Dart. Got a man. It's London. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
To throw now. Dart. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
What a catch by London. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Another Dolphins first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never like get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, but how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, look out, because here they come.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Throwing his dart. Able to get away. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards.
Going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now Dart. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think we can try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just... He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Drake London with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond, and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Wilson going to try the right side. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he works free. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. On play action, here's Dario. Steps away. Allen has it, left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Davis Allen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Dolphins.
Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On the counter, it's Miller. And he rolls across the 20 to the 24-yard line. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
Here's O'Connell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Aiden O'Connell sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Oh, look at the juke. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Carry for their fullback. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
22-yard line.
Here for their fullback. And brought down, but now before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
That guy's going to run the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching it more? Did you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
McLaughlin for the extra point. Now this one was a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll run again with Wilson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Detroit.
Draw play. This is Miller. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.